Yo, what's up mọi người, chào mừng mọi người đến với Sawadeesign TV. Thì hôm nay mình và team sẽ có một cuộc phỏng vấn là tạp chí của ART4D của Bangkok, Thái Lan. Là một trong những cái tạp chí cũng khá là lớn và team mình cũng khá là yêu thích. Thì mọi người hãy đón xem cái cuộc phỏng vấn của ngày hôm nay như thế nào. Và họ sẽ chia sẻ của sự đầu về quan điểm ngành nghề của team như thế nào. Check it.
Hello. Hello. Sorry, but may I ask how can I how can I pronounce your name?
Actually, you can call me just Mo, M-O.
Sorry,
You can call me just Mo, M-O.
Mo. Okay. Hi Mo.
Yeah.
I'm Phát. I'm Phát who emailed you, and this is Sĩ Nguyên. He is the CEO and the founder of Sawadeesign. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're Fat, right? Fat Wo.
Yeah, I'm Phát, and this is Sĩ Nguyên.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now you're starting to work at the office, right?
Yeah, we are at our office in Saigon. This is our meeting room as well as our modeling room, the room that we making model.
Is the one that with hexagon room, the white one?
Sorry?
Is a hexagon room, right? Like hexagon room. And
Yeah, this is the room is like a hexagon.
I think I'm gonna ask you about this later, but first I'm gonna ask you like, how could you tell you the story about your studio? Like, how do you start it?
Everything started in 2017. At that time, me and Nguyên was just university student at our senior year. I am 1 year younger than Nguyên, and before we graduate, we have done some project of our relative, and therefore we have the experience, and then we gather some of our friend at the university to make a roof. At that time, we call it the Sawadeesign, but the Sawa company has not been established yet. We keep doing some small project like just a small coffee shop, out empty house, and then when we graduate, when we graduating, we have established the company, and you asked me why the company name Sawadeesign. That question many times before. Some people think that because we are Thai, is there any Thai invest in your company, or so on, but actually because the student group that we gather when at the university, we had the similar point that we love Thailand, and Thailand is the place where we travel first when we go overseas. Even though we have traveled many other countries, but Thailand is something that we admire the most. At the first time when we went to when we went to Bangkok, we was extremely impressed by the creativity of the Thai in all aspects, from the human being, the architecture, the interior, the graphic design, the film, the music, everything. We can feel the vibe of the Thailand is very dynamic, and that inspired a lot, and give us the encouragement to open a company named after the Sawadee, the hello of the Thai, and then combined with the design. Therefore, our name is Sawadeesign. But it's the story of 4 years ago, and right now we believe that we even though our name is named after the Sawadee of Thai, but we have our signature of it Vietnamese, and we are proud. We are proud of what we have done so far. Okay.
It's also what makes you unique to you. Like it's also how you design your works too. Like
Okay, I understand you now. Um, in our studio, we usually joke that we are the architecture player because um, we would like to pay our attention and our focus on many aspects, not only architecture. Like we love music, we love graphic, we love food, and all the entitlement. And we combine all of them when we do the project. Yeah. That's why we another aspect that we find that really important is to travel, to go and to experience not inside Vietnam and overseas, because from all the trip, all the travel vacation, all the anywhere we go, we found the inspiration from there, and we collect them. And when we do any project, we use what we have, the experience in other country, in Vietnam, in other province, have fixed our paradigm, and therefore build our own style, and playfulness is a word to this one of the worst one of words to describe us. We in every project we always want to, like, we are playing with them, playing with the shape, the form, the space, and we always want to that in each project we have a striking element, and any people who come there, they will always remember. Like if you ever see a profile, there's a project named Yam Restaurant. Yam is the one, is it our
the black one, right? Thai restaurant, the black
the
one.
black one with the iron bridge. That project speak for us a lot, because since we have done that project, our career had changed severely. We start our company in early 2017, and then after the children house, our first project, we keep doing some small projects, some residential project, but we haven't make any noise in the architectural community. But at the Yam Restaurant, we actually make something that is counted, and we always proud of what we done with Yam. I have to say that we are lucky. We are so lucky to have a chance to working with the Yam Restaurant owner. Yam Restaurant owner is our Facebook friend. He's been a friend with us for 5 years, but we haven't talked before.
Like he keeping like.
Yeah, and he is an CEO of F&B corporation in Đà Lạt, Vietnam. And he only follow us on Facebook, and one day he contact us that he have a project that would like to collaborate with us, and then we come, and that's how Yam was created. And during our career, we found that the successful of every project depend a lot on the investor, the owner, how much we understand each other will decide how successful the project is. Let me remember how the Yam was created. Actually, Yam Restaurant has take us like nearly a year and two phases of design. The first one was denied by the authority because there are some violation in the construction law. But then we have substitute solution for that, and that's what we built. When we do the YAM project, we are start thinking about the experience of the customer when they enter the restaurant, and that's why we first of all we create a physical boundary. It's a black wall made of made of wood surrounding the yard to separate the inner space and the outer space, because in front of the restaurant is crowded street and a very noisy neighbor. So that's why we create a physical boundary. So when the customer walked in from the outside, they will just only see a black wall, a silent black wall, and they will curious when they will start being curious or what inside, and they want to step in. And when they step in, before they enter the restaurant, they have to pass a yard, in a yard. I would like to make it like a place, a thinking tank, where they can sit inside and think and relax and have their own moment. That's the reason for the physical barrier. Secondly, it's about how to enjoy the experience, the journey from the outside through the yard and into inside the restaurant. That's why I will create an iron bridge. An iron bridge. They will have to travel. They have to travel through the bridge from the higher level, from the outside into the ground lower than the outside, and then they can one more time go upstairs via the bridge without using the staircase. And I think by using the ramp, their emotion will be led smoothly without instead of step by step.
Yeah.
So is this?
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can finish first.
I heard an famous architect in Jakarta say that if you walk on the staircase, it's like you are seeing just a picture.
Yes.
But if you are traveling on a ramp, it's like a movie, because every picture is transitions fully without any step. But among all the project, YAM is where like you said, a turning point to mark like a milestone in our career. And we think that we think that 303 House is a successful project, and that success is depend on the investor, because the investor is a pilot, and I have to say that he's my all-time favorite customer, because he let us do whatever we want. He never comment on, give us feedback on anything, and he be exactly like what we have suggested and designed. Even though that project has spent like a year and 3 design phase, but the final result is really satisfy us.
But I think this project is actually from the appearance is very different with YAM, right? That one is like dark and like atmospheric, but this one is more like lighter.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't limit yourself about your.
Exactly. As I have told you that we are still on our way defining ourselves. We don't have any particular like style or just one design language that we will apply in own project, but in each project we would experiment another design approach. Maybe in YAM you can see our born aesthetic and strong design element, but in 303 House is a bit lighter and easy, the cozy and the easy feeling when you walk in the house. And in other project like some F&B that we have done lately, recently, we are trying another style interior and another style architecture, but as you know, we are still it's like we are still experimenting self. Because each investor, they have their own story and their own need and their own aesthetic as interest. So every project will be different. Yeah, but in the future, maybe some many other years after we experiment and we find that, or while we have a particular style or design language or philosophy that we think this will be the best for us, then we will follow that.
And another thing that I think very interesting of your office is the architecture wrap one.
Sorry, the architecture what?
Architect, right? Architecture wrap.
Architecture rap, or you know about our
Yeah, I saw it. I saw you sing.
really?
Yes. What is the idea about it? What is the idea behind it?
Like cái
It's,
mía
yeah,
đúng không?
yeah. It's either project, the code name Mía ơi. Yes, many years ago when I a student, yes, when I a university student, I have been a rapper. Yeah. So I want to write a rap song to describe what we think, yeah, about the project and how to be a project in the rap music. Yeah. So I write a song, yes, and our investment is very interested with the music video, yes, and I think yes, music is one of elements to describe the architecture. Yes, architecture is not limited. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we would like to try, like we always try to experiment the new things, and maybe a rap describe an architectural project in a rap song is nothing that nobody have ever done.
Yes.
Yep. And because why? Because we love rap, and we love architecture. Why don't we combine them together?
Yes.
And that's how the MV go. And we also have an architecture who love film video. That's why we have Sawadeesign TV to post our blog and our MV. Yep.
Yeah. What is this song about? Like, what is the lyrics about? What
Sorry,
is this song? What is that song talking about?
What is the song about because the project is named Mía ơi, mean mía in Vietnamese is the sugar cane. Mía ơi mean hey sugar cane. And then the song is about describe the idea of the song is based on the idea of the project. In the project Mía ơi, we have a curvy bench in a yard full of greenery. And the curvy bench is inspired by the Mekong River. And the song is about how beautiful and how fertilized the Mekong Delta is. Because for the south side Vietnamese people, Mekong Delta is a pride of them, where we export all the rice to the world.
It's like song wong something, right?
Yeah. Xanh vàng vàng.
Yeah.
But you do it yourself, right? Like they didn't hire you to do this, right? It's like it's from you guys yourself, right? You do it yourself.
Sorry, the song.
Yeah, you do it yourself. Like they didn't tell you to do it. Hire you like.
He wrote the song himself, and he worked with the producer himself, and we filmed the MV ourselves.
Yeah. The music producer from the Thailand too.
Oh, really? What is the name?
Yeah. From the Thailand. From Thailand. Yeah. The instrumental music is from the Thailand. From the Thai. Yeah.
Really?
He write a beat for me, and I write the song on the beat. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he is also like your friend too, right?
um, I write I find him on the YouTube, and I ask him, I ask him to use this beat. Yes, and he very happy to agree. Yes, I use this beat to write a song. Yes. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, and I saw like you also did like many of vlogs too, right? Sawadeesign TV on YouTube.
We start because as you know, Vietnam had just go through a severe pandemic breakout in July, August, and September. And during our time working from home, we watch a lot we watch a lot YouTube video, and we wonder why not start some blog, why not start blogging, because via our blog people and community can understand how an architectural studio work, and how the and via our blog the customer also will understand how we work, how dynamic and versatile we are. Maybe not each year, but maybe a couple of years, once couple of years, we in 2020 we host ourselves another activities called the borderless exhibition, where we try, because our intention when we host the exhibition is to we would like to invite other architects firstly only around Asian, from Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Cambodia, like seven countries around Asia, to gather all of them at Saigon. Even though in 2020 the pandemic in Vietnam is already have already started, but we try to we cannot have them here, but we ask them to send us their project as well as their physical model, and we display all of their model and their video introduction video about them at a venue. And then we have attract a lot of young architectural student, interior student, and all the design lover to our exhibition. Because we would like, because the young student and the youth in Vietnam, they are still afraid of stepping outside the boundary, to go outside, to go overseas, to see what the other country and other studio have done. Because we find that only travel will bring you the experience, and they will change your paradigm, change your design thinking, and bring you new things. That's why we would like to host the exhibition, even though we have to fund it ourselves during the pandemic. It's quite difficulty, but we have confront on the difficulty to have the project happening.
So how is the response? How is the response for the exhibition? The feedback,
from us first. First of all, we have the connect. What we receive is the connection between other architects from around Asia. Maybe we have just only met some of them. Some people we haven't met before, but they are welcome us, and they show us the enthusiasm to give us the effort to contribute to the exhibition. Right now we still keep in touch with them, and firstly we have the community around Asia. Secondly is the input from the visitor. They really interested and excited with with what we have done. Some of them is celebrity, some of them is our friend, some of them is a lecturer at the University of Architecture. And when they come to us, we have chance to talk to us and share with them about our thinking, and we receive only positive feedback. But this year when we start the Borderland exhibition project, we think that we wish that we have chance to host the exhibition once every year, maybe in Vietnam, in Cambodia, in other countries. But this year the pandemic had prevent us from doing anything. It's impossible for us. Yeah. But from bottom of our heart, we always wish the project could go on and continue each year to keep the spirit of the project alive. Yeah.
So like some of architects, they might think like they are interested in Europe, in like Japan, in Korea.
Yeah.
So what is interest? Why you are interested in this Southeast Asian region?
First of all, we maybe in the future we will travel to Europe, Japan, American, or other country. But right now we are taking advantage of our visa free to travel in the Asian community. But we found that the Asian country had the same. We have a similar point, like the climate, the culture. We somehow we have the same culture, and yeah, that's why we choose the Asia to be the first country to invite to our exhibition, and also
Like
the
starting point, right?
Yeah, like a starting point before we are expanded our fleet.
And talking back about your video, like you said you want to make the vlog videos to share about the experience on architecture for people. So there is a problem in Thai, like people don't tend to understand what the architects do, what the designer do. Is that something similar happens in Vietnam?
I think because what we have done about start doing the blog, because many people may don't understand and may not value our work, right? And we are still on our way to have them value ourselves, because I don't think that even though in recent years the design industry in Vietnam is very is very flourishing, like, but the designer works is not valued right, maybe under the standard of around the world.
Why do you think it's not designed, it's not value right? Like why do you think?
Maybe just a minority part of the customer. Some of them come to us very late before the construction start. They not value the design the design process, right? Because they're waiting that, or maybe the design will only last for 1 week, 2 weeks, or something like that. And maybe some of them don't even need the architect to design their house. They ask the contractor to give them a free drawings just to build their house. That's why we would like to say to the customer and other people how important the design is, and what benefit they can what benefit they can have when they have uh, an architect design their house.
So is it mean too that there are normally in Vietnam there are not much of media on like architecture or design that tells people that how to work with the architect or what is the value of design, something like this? Is this also what happened in Vietnam too?
Sorry, I haven't understand. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
question.
okay.
Can you
Yeah.
repeat the question?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, so is it also mean that there are not much of Vietnamese media that tell people the value of design or the roles of the architect or designers too?
I understand. Actually, we have online magazine, we have paper magazine, we have a Facebook community, we have many, but most of followers of those channel and media is who is truly interested in the architecture, in design. Maybe it's just a minor part of the people in Vietnam, because the customer who actually have the budget to build a house or invest in something, they are not the one who truly interested in design. In though media is not well integrated into normal media. You understand me?
I understand. It's just a small part of people, right?
Yeah, it's even though we are now have many media channel, but the target viewer is not wide enough. Only maybe Z generation would follow those channel and media. The older may not be very interested in.
So it's like you're trying to reach more audience, like wider the gap, wider the audience. Oh, okay.
Because by sharing our daily or just a normal activity in our office, maybe we try to have a wider audience target, because we try to not mention too much about architecture, but how we done and how we live with architecture.
So are you going to make another rap music?
Yeah, I think in the future I will make some music video. Yes.
About the project, right?
Yeah. About the project and about the activity of us. Yeah, and in the future, our vlogs. I want to be introduced the another country and another architecture project from another country. Yes, on my vlog. Yeah, because I think it's easier to see and to touch them. Yeah, to everyone.
Because as you know, in Vietnam, maybe most of the social media, most of the YouTuber, they are making vlog about F&B, about traveling, about their career, but nobody has done a vlog about architecture and how the architecture studio work. So in the future, we would try to maybe review the architecture building in Vietnam and maybe in other countries, because it will be very different when you see a picture online and when come and touch and describe to the audience. It will be very different. And maybe we in the future when everything back to normal and we have chance to traveling to other country, we will review the construction. It also by reviewing the construction overseas, we will also encourage the young architect and young architectural student in Vietnam to step outside, to go outside and
Yep.
see the other how they have done. Yeah, we are looking forward to traveling to Thailand for the Bangkok Design Week.
Yeah.
Bangkok, yeah.
Yes. In next year, yeah,
We
I
hope
want to bring my team to the Bangkok Design Week. Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
We can.
If
Yeah, we can
When
yeah,
You,
right
you
now
can bring your music. You can bring your rap music there.
maybe we'll have an biểu diễn là cái gì tao quên mẹ. Performance. We will have a performance for ART4D in Bangkok maybe.
Yeah. rap about ART4D too. Yeah.
Okay, rap about ART4D maybe.
So it means that the reason that you make video is also because you think it's more accessible to people to write, because right now there are like many of photos or articles, so but if you think like there are not enough about the videos talking about design, is that right?
Yeah. I think with our point of view, when we visit a building, maybe we can describe on our way. It will be different from what other people who have never studied about architecture review. Maybe that's why we done that. And yeah, that's it.
So actually, I think it's interesting that your role is not only just a designer, right? But you think you want to tell people what designer do. Is that right?
Yeah. It's just a side aspect of our work, because in our studio we have two separate team. One team one team will do the media for the blog, for the construction, for the photos and other, and one team will only do the design. We don't want to be distracted by a side aspect. Our focus is still the architecture and interior design, of course.
Oh, really? You have separate department?
Yeah.
Wow.
We have separate team to only do the media first. Yeah.
So how can you talk? I want to know about your office, like organized. How do you manage your office? Like how many teams are in your office?
The whole team, we only have 10 employees. Yeah, we have 10 employees and separate into two teams. One team will only do the media for the blog, for the photos, for the visual diary, and one team will only do the design. The design team will also be separate into a technical team and design team. Yeah.
So when you got the first project, like what is the first thing that you do? Do you guys like talking together, or you have like you look after this project, you are the leader of this project, or it's like everybody works together? How do you work?
When we first received the project, we we will assign the project into each team, because the design team will be include three different team, and each team will manage or one or two projects at the same time. And when we assign a project to us, we will have a brainstorm, maybe just a confidential meeting, or maybe the whole team meeting to brainstorm and to reflect our idea together.
Mm.
Yeah. And then when we have the input from all other people, we gather all of their idea and then value them again and choose the right way to follow. Making model is one of our first step to form the shape of the construction and the building.
Mm-mm. So you always having put emphasize in making models, right?
Maybe not emphasize making model. Maybe in some project we are not. In some project we will start directly to build the project on the 3D software.
Mm.
If the project is too big, we will start making the model to have physical visual of how the form and the shape of the building before we start modeling them on the software.
Mm-mm.
The making model is not compulsory. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Can I tell you like so you have been running your office for I mean like maybe 3 or 4 years
Yeah,
so
for
far,
a year.
right? What is the like kind of like your impressed your in the moments that you feel impressed in making office in these 4 years? What is some of the moments you feel like you are very
Nguyên told me that most of his memorable moment is when we traveling together because that was the time when we had time to bonding and sharing moment together. The moment that we share is the moment that we stay. Yeah.
So the way that you run the office, you is like it's more like everybody is kind of like in the same pace, right? I mean, there is not much of the hierarchy. So it's like there is not much of a hierarchy, like
Architect or
it's like how you is that how you run the office is like more like friends, kind of like very young.
actually uh our team is around from our team was born from 99 to 94 and we really young and uh, our, uh, our our profession level is separate into working experience. I am the one who work here uh, the longest. I work in the office has start. The others maybe 3 or 4 year experience.
So have you ever
And
have you
but during the daily activity we treat us as a friend, more like a friend, and we really appreciate the friendship that we have here. We treat ourselves with the kindness and always to encourage other to be better. Yeah.
have you ever faced this situation that maybe the owners they said, oh you're too young, you may be not experienced or something?
Yes.
So how do you deal with that? How do you
we used to confront the situation like that, but just one or two case only, because any customer who already have intention to contact us, they already know about us. They understand that we're young and we are dynamic. That's why we come to us, and we believe that only young and dynamic team like us can pursue the playfulness and like an energetic design like us. I don't think that young is our disadvantage. It's our advantage because we dare to experiment, which the older will never try, will afraid of. Yeah.
So okay, this is might be the last question. If you've got to make the music, what is the next song are you going to do?
What is next song?
Next song, huh? The next song I will write about our trip to the other country. Yes, it's not only the our projects. Yes, our trips, our experiments. Yeah, I think so.
Mm,
Maybe in the next song we will write about our traveling experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
Because we believe that each person will have their own way to experience the culture and how they feel about the people and culture there. Yeah, I think so. So writing a rap, about our travel experience, maybe something that nobody have ever done.
But it's cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much for
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.